In the name of the Shaolin Temple Europe, and as the headmaster of the Shaolin Temple Europe, also in the name of our founder, Shi Hangyi, today I will welcome Rinpoche Tulku Lobsang with much gratitude and respect. Thank you for visiting us, thank you for being here, and looking forward to have a great talk together.
Thank you.
So, the first thing that I would like to talk about, or also clarify maybe for some of the students we have here and the listeners, is that there is something that we have in common and there's something that's clearly different. One thing that we definitely have in common is the heart. So the reason why we go around and teach in the world or in the temple, or more in the way like you Rinpoche is doing, travel a lot, same like Master Hangyi, is because there is this heart, or sometimes we say compassion. There's this natural wanting, this natural way of doing something good. Then there's this other thing that we have in common, which is, I call it today, Eastern wisdom in modern Western life. So we all teaching some Eastern wisdom, something that comes from the East, some traditions. In my case, it's Tai Chi. Another one maybe is Kung Fu. Another one is Buddhism, Theravada Buddhism, Mahayana, Tibetan Buddhism. But all of these arts, they come from the East. So Eastern tradition meets modern Western life. One thing that we might not have in common, or that is different, is, so Master Hangyi and me, we came to the West not because it was our decision, so not actively, but more because of our history, meaning that our parents in the past, they were refugees. This brought us into this life. That's different in your case. You decided actively to come to the West and to teach Western people. May I ask you, how or why?
Oh, I thought you go continue talk.
Okay.
I'm just cool down. All before I come, I just little warm up my blood, but now I cool down.
Okay.
Well, I born in, maybe I say a little this way. That's okay.
Yes, please.
I born in Tibet, East Tibet. I think age 6, 7, I went monastery. First local monastery, around 130 monks. Then when I'm age 13 years old, Tibetans, we have this tradition of the reincarnation Lama. They know the Dalai Lama, 14 Dalai Lama, similar kind of system. I'm 8th reincarnation Lama. They are founded. In my previous master, Nyingtse, Nyingtse Lama, he have 13 monasteries built around. And once I become the reincarnation Lama, and then I went big monastery, Amchok Tsenye Monastery. It's around 1,000 monks. And I have 3 masters who take care of me. And then after this, I went to Labrang Monastery, one of the most respected monastery, East Tibet. And yes, and then, I forgot I went another monastery with the Bon Monastery, nearly 1,000 monks up there also. Then I'm age 17. I come to India. Yes, of course. Yes, I come India. Also, I'm a refuge. We are same in this case. Not because I have political issues, just but I come India to see His Holiness Dalai Lama, and then I went directly South India. One of the biggest monastery is nearly 15,000 monks they have. The Garden Monastery is I went there, and first just I'm kind of a lay monk. Yeah, I mean, this big monastery, they not give automatically your disposition. Is your maybe reincarnation lamas in your area, but there you need to do something special. After 2 years, I make all the ceremony, whatever. I also take the position of a reincarnation lama there. Well, then I stay there. Then I went back. After a few years, I went Dharamsala. I went there because I want opening a Tibetan medicine school and Tibetans, And then I went Dharamsala. I'm looking around, look like that's not so needed and not seems important. And then there is some, I'm an astrologer also, and some person bring one Western lady to make some astrology horoscope. Yeah, just without great expectation, I just did some horoscope, and then somehow they like it, and they bring again, and then I did it, and then start the talk, I start the teaching, and that's how start to come in the West. But I never have a dream, or I never wish to go in the West, or I never think anything, just nothing special thinking. And then I come in the West, and it's somehow I start talk leader, something seems people like it, interest, and and that's make me give energy, and the more and more come, and more teaching. Now, that's how I'm start teaching. But to be honestly, in my feeling in the last many years experience of the Western student, I see very, very devoted to practice, let's say. I don't know how much they're devoted, the teacher or master, but at least they're devoted to practice, And that's make me great motivated to continue teaching. And I'm very, 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 very happy to teaching in the West. That's maybe little short story, because you say what make me interesting, because of their interest in my teaching. And that's make me interesting, look like some kind of benefit people like. Of course, this make me motivation to continue teaching. That's all what I'm doing in this moment.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Great. Yeah, so it is the same drive. I think the same drive that we have, which is, like you said before, there's some energy that you give, there's something that you share, and then there's something coming back, an energy coming back. And there's this natural drive, something that drives us. And that's very, very beautiful to hear. And you say you're coming to the West, but also teaching, or were teaching before, in the East. So between the East and the West, I know from myself, because teaching as well in the East, in Asia as well here, that it is very different. Definitely there are similarities, but mainly difference because the cultures, the background, so different. The way how the people think, the way how the people feel, what the people are interested in, what the people are searching or looking for is very different in general. And together with this difference, it doesn't matter East or West, it is sometimes can be challenging for the teacher to see to adapt to the culture. So for me, for example, the way how I learned, you can say, was very traditional. Let's take Kung Fu, so the martial arts aspect. So very traditional means you hold the stance, the teacher is every day with you, and you follow his instructions. You have natural trust, whatever he says, you do it. But if we try to use the same method, the way how we were taught, to the modern Western students who come once a week, twice a week, or for one workshop or for one retreat, this might not work. Not just not work, or might sometimes even cause more confusion, or how they say in the West, triggering their traumas and make things worse, right? So there's also this challenge to adapt, to not to make it the same way how we were taught, and to see what are the difficulties that they have. And so you also adapted your teaching, I guess, towards the Western people.
Yes. Well, in some of people I don't know, the Buddhism, in Tibetan Buddhism, we have this, we say outside to be Theravada, to be inside Mahayana, secret to be Vajrayana. One person to practice all same time. You know this Buddhism, we have the Sutrayana Buddhism, then the Vajrayana Buddhism. Sutrayana Buddhism, we are using the mind is the main vehicle. Vajrayana or Tantrayana Buddhism, we use a body as a vehicle. That is different. But of course, when I come in the West, the way of the teaching of the Sutrayana means mind is become more vehicle. I realize that's a little difficult to Westerners. It means they need to meditate through of mind, possible, but more difficult. And then I start to discover or realize through of a body, look like Vajrayana or Tantric way, through of a body you meditate, is the Westerners seems look like more easier. That's why I start to teaching this what you call Tummo or inner fire. Is the one of most hidden teaching in the Tibetan Buddhism, or one of most sacred teaching ever Buddha teach it in the Vajrayana traditions. Well, they have lots of body practice. And myself also, I like this body, let's say body movements. And that's many Tibetan lamas, they don't like maybe so much teaching part of body, because you need to move, you need to sweat, leader, I don't know. And to sit and talk and meditate look like more comfortable, easy way, is look like, I say, what you call golf, golf? Yeah, it's look like golf, correct? And more relaxed, But you make the more this inner fire, it look like football. Yeah, and that's sometimes, yes, and and therefore, yes, number one, I'm focused, the body is used the vehicle. In Tantric Buddhism, we first, through over practicing of inner fire, the inner fire. Inner fire is the compassion of body. Compassion of body. Once you increase inner fire, your body is the higher level of resistance of pain. You don't have a pain. If you don't have a pain body, you have a compassionate body. And then once the inner fire is you discover in your body, you have less pain body. And then after this, you discover what we call bliss body. When you have bliss body, you have a kindness body. Compassion and the kindness body through over practice of inner fire means your body, they don't have pain, body don't complain. It's they feel bliss, body don't need it. And what happened? Your body is 100% present moment. Once your body be present moment, your breath start to changing. Yes, first, your right nostril, left nostril become balance. The moment of your sit meditation. Second, your breath reducing. Every day you breathe in out 21,600. This name what Tantric Buddhism call karmic breath. On breath is the knowledge without learning. This is a karmic breath. And you go to reduce your breath. This is what we call. And then, of course, you more practice. That's what we believe. Tantric Buddhism, we say you possible, we call pervasive wind, is the wind who make heartbeat stimulation, means your heartbeat also reduced, and you possible go through of inner practice, go beyond heartbeat. That means you are 100% become present moment. It's you body become present moment, and you mind automatically become present moment. Is your body and mind be present moment? What is beneficial? Now, the body and mind, never become obstacle of our liberation and awakening. Body is the obstacle of liberation. Mind is obstacle of what you call awakening. Therefore, body and the mind, of course, doing great thing, but limitation. And that's why what you say, what I did it in the West, number one, I teach this inner fire through body practice, but also I try to adapt it, not to give so much conditions. Usually, traditionally, you learn this kind of inner fire. You need many years, primarily practice, this and this and this and that. And then mostly people maybe never reach there, And therefore, I adapted to not to give conditions, and only have one small condition you're interested in. Is you honestly interested to practice? That's enough. And that's what kind of no condition, only one condition you're interested in. And you like interesting, and then not so many conditions, and just directly go teaching and the practice. The cultural part of Buddhism, I try to put aside, and the nature part of Buddhism, I start more teaching, and that is a function everybody. Teaching of a nature part of Buddhism beyond the culture. But of course, sometimes that's what I like to say. Hopefully, I'm saying something. I'm a little lost. I'm sorry. It's so.
I know how that is.
Yeah, so relaxed. I'm so relaxed. I'm kind of a little lost. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Rinpoche. I know how that feels to be lost, and yeah. I'm lost too.
Yeah.
So yes, what you explained just about the inner fire and everything, I understand. I can feel because I have a relation to my own practice, which is not the same practice, but the same experiences. Now, for many listeners or for many of the students, I think they have no idea. they can feel, and they feel especially, that's what I need. That's what I need. Or if I would talk about now a very special Buddhist technique, Taoist technique, or maybe a Kung Fu or Tai Chi technique. for many students, for many beginners, they feel now, that's what they are talking, that's what he's talking, I need it, that's the solution of my problems. But before we were talking about that this is just one piece of the cake. It's just
Correct.
it's just one experience of and part of a path. Yeah? And yeah, that's also something I think very important for the students to know, that there are different experiences and that there is a path. Or there's no path. We haven't found a path, means we don't have guidance and a path. And we are just having experiences and then sharing these experiences where we are.
Yeah. I say something or no?
Yeah.
Because I don't. Yeah, I'm
If
so
you like
less.
to, if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
like
yeah,
to.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
From your perspective, teaching.
Yeah, yes, it's first time leader teaching in the in this kind of open space. Therefore, my concentration is not so much. I'm hanging anywhere, Well, I like to say something.
Yes.
Is I think in the path and the method is big different. I know my experience, many Westerners, they have a method, but they don't have a path. But people misunderstand. They have one method, then they thought they have found the path. Oh, sorry, they've found the path. However, that is a big difference. You have path and the method. In Tantric Buddhism, we say mind is a path, body is what you call a vehicle. However, Tantric Buddhism say we are the slave of the body. We are the army of mind. We have a great fear of this body. Maybe he do something what we don't like it. We training, we are practicing to control our body. But to be honestly, you don't know, I don't know, after 1 hour what going to happen. You fall down maybe in 2 minutes possible. Yes, therefore, and that's why is my belief or the training of a spiritual practice is what you call in our saying is what say we are this what say slave of this body, means a body needs so many things, and we running behind her needs, and hopefully then one day he do everything good us, yeah. And then mind want so many things, and we just make fulfill of all what he wanted. And hopefully one day mind also do what I wanted. One day hopefully body do everything what I wanted. That's why we do everything body wanted, mind wanted. However, what is the training of a spiritual? Your training is you training to body make to lessen you, mind to make lessen you. One body and mind 100% lessen you, and Buddhism call liberation. And to lessen in your body and mind, you need training of meditation. The meditation is a way to your body got to lessen you, your mind got to lessen you, and then hopefully mind and body also do all what we wanted. Therefore, what I want to say here is body is just a vehicle, mind is a path. Body is just a vehicle, mind is path. And our body is just a wave of energy, karmic wave of energy. Our mind is the wave of emotions. And therefore, spiritual means, I think we are just training ourselves become some degrees of the function.
Yeah, great. The body, yeah?
Yes.
So the body, another thing we have in common is we are using the body as a tool, as like an instrument to transform, because we are teachers, and the teachers who help, on the one hand, first we transform ourselves, but helping people to helping them to find their path of transforming themselves into what? Into a better version of yourself. If we would stay the same way how we are right now, we don't change, which is impossible. No? We cannot grow. It is our nature to grow. The question is, in which direction do we grow? Okay? In which direction do we transform? Into a more healthy, into a better version, or into a version that causes us in life more suffering? So, transformation. How do we transform? We are using different methods, different instruments. Now, Rinpoche, Tulku Lobsang, is using different methods. It's coming from a different direction. Even my older Kung Fu brother, Shifu Zuan, is using different methods, coming from a different direction. I am using different methods, but we all using the body. And we all have something in common, besides which direction we come from, is where it leads to. So for me, it's important to understand there are differences and similarities. And this has to be very clear. If it's not clear for the students and for the people, especially in the times right now, nowadays, because nowadays we can connect to the whole world just with one video. Yeah. To understand for the student, it is going into the same direction, but it comes from different directions. If the student or the people, the listeners, do not understand that, they will start to watch different videos, see different practices, and mix them together. And when we mix them together, this can cause big confusion. If we have a path, we have a way, a teaching, it is already given what to start with. Chapter 1, then chapter 2, then 3, and so on and so on and so on. In another teaching, in another direction, in another path, it's maybe the other way around. So this is very important. If not, we confuse ourselves, especially as beginners or not being conscious. We think, well, Tomo is right, it's good. And Tai Chi, the standing, the holding practice too. And maybe connecting to something up, open the upper gates, it's good. But open also the lower gates, and then they mix up everything. This mixing up, I would like to open that topic, can cause confusion. What do you think about this? And how do you see this in the Western world or in general?
Well, maybe I think I just like say one sentence here. I think we before talk in the of course I only talk Buddhism because that's only what I know. Yeah, that's sorry, I don't have many other things to tell you. And in the Buddhism, three things. One, understanding is a foundation of a Buddhism. The path of Buddhism is a practice. The result of Buddhism, discovering. Understanding, practicing, discovering. What is a foundation of a Buddhism? Understanding. What you understand? To understand nature. Nature. The ignorance of the nature is the reason to we are suffering. Foundation of a Buddhism, not the Buddha. not historic Buddha, not Dalai Lama, not Tulku Lobsang, not the Tibetans, not the Chinese also. Foundation of Buddhism is nature. Yes, nature is we need understand. Yes, when you nature you understand, and the path you need to practice. Sometimes people have a too little understanding, and that's a little problem. I know many my Western students, or they don't want, and sometimes they don't want understanding or too much, or they don't want too much talk. Let's say you need to understand, you need a little talk, discussions, but they want to go, it's just practice. Of course, you possible do some things, and therefore, foundation of Buddhism is a nature, is a path of Buddhism, is ourself. We are the path of become happy person, or we are the path of go to heaven maybe, we are path of go to hell. And that's why in the Buddhism say, you are your own enemy. Outside of yourself, there no have any enemy. Nobody really possible harm you directly except yourself. Therefore, you are the path. You are the answer of the world. You are the solution of everything. And the result, you go to what you call, you go to discovering. However, maybe I make a few minutes I just say something, I take opportunity. You remember I say Buddhism is a nature, is a foundation of Buddhism. And what kind of nature, what we talking? Buddhism talk two kind of nature. What called two kind of nature, we call the conventional nature and absolute nature. Conventional nature, what we call interdependent arising. Absolute nature, what we call emptiness. You know, emptiness. Yes, emptiness and the interdependent arising. Interdependent arising is a reason of a practice of a compassion. Why we practice loving and compassion? Not because we like it, not because we think it's something good idea, because we are exist interdependently, yeah? And because of interdependently existing, the practice of love and compassion is the right method. And I say absolute nature is the empty. Empty of what? I think maybe you learning here also Heart Sutra, that's exactly what talking. Empty of inherent nature, empty of absolute nature. And because of that, we practice wisdom of selflessness. The practice of compassion give you a perfect body. Practice of the selflessness wisdom give perfect mind. The perfect body, what we call liberation. Perfect mind, what you call awakening. That's all what we wanted. And therefore, I think is to understanding level is very important. Then maybe is then we have a what's called right kind of maybe path or right kind of method. Of course, everybody need a different kind of method, you know. I completely understand, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, and another thing is, so in the teachings, when I teach Tai Chi, so it's a lot about, like you said it, nature, the nature itself. It's a lot about Seran. So now, Seran means like something like naturalness, to find this nature within you and to understand nature by discovering oneself. This can only happen if we also go inside or allowing we say, Qi to sink, so that naturally we can move, it moves inside, and we start to discover and see what is inside. So it's something natural. This comes, how? How can I do this? It naturally comes from practice. This can be sitting, standing, it can be slow moving. It's simply the state of practicing yourself in a way that you are meditative. So it's a journey into yourself. And this journey into yourself allows you to see what is inside of yourself. So it's a practical way, and it's a way where you experiencing everything. You can experience different layers of yourself. Now, what I very often face when I'm teaching in the West or everywhere, but mostly in the West, I can see where that modern Western people or modern people, they are more, especially here, we are now based in Germany, very intellectual. I don't say intellectual is no good, but they are more in the brain or intellectual. That's why they can build incredible cars. They have a super system how to with insurance and all of this.
Yeah.
So there are great things coming out from that. But together with this skill, with these great things that are coming out, there are also some, I would say, not so healthy products, which is to be energetically or to be simply too much up here, causing to be not enough down here or here. So in my teachings, I talk a lot about the 3 centers. And all centers, there's more definitely, they should be in balance. One should not be more important than the other. But if we are constantly in thinking, working, doing, we move the chi, the energy, to be mainly here. This causes that, let's call it today, the heart loses or blocks the wisdom of the heart. And that's why when teaching students, and they sometimes have questions or they want to talk about something, always trying to motivate and inspire them. But at the end, Hangi, my brother, to always move it back into the practice. Move them back into the physical practice from Kung Fu, Tai Chi, Qigong, or what's to change this, to transform through the body. Why? Because there's a danger. They're already too much intellectual. And now we make them sometimes, it can have more intellectual. The way how you, or the other way, when we read maybe a Buddhist book, or we read the Tao Te Ching, so a Taoist book, we can feel. We can feel means we know what the message is behind these words. We know the feeling. We know the feeling and know the message behind these words because we have the experience. The experience we have through our practice. So, coming back to you, it means all books, everything you read, all words that you hear, it doesn't matter from which master, gurus, great masters you meet, there will be just empty words as long as we don't start to practice. So this is a message for all of you to focus more and to be more motivated to practice. Something like that. Another point is, the struggles. Some struggles or some challenges that we have sometimes. It's not easy. I know it's not easy to be student, and also not easy to be always a teacher. But it's something that connects us, and it's something wonderful, definitely wonderful. One more thing that I would like to ask you, from your perspective, is for example, Buddhism, in Taoism, we often speak about Wu Wei. Wu Wei means something like, it's always difficult. English translation and Asian is not the same. But let's translate it and name it today: effortless action, Wu Wei. Doing without forcing. Wanting, but with some lightness, some naturalness. Loving without controlling. Very often students ask, but what does Wu Wei? I don't understand this. Huh? So the Buddha, probably same, is talking somehow about to release or to let go of your attachment, and so on and so on. But how can I do something if I don't do something? And so it's an experience that you have. So practitioners who are under my guidance, I allow them to practically experience Wu Wei.
Okay.
How do you do that?
Well, of course, first I drink hot water.
Hot water always good.
I'm just joking. You know, in the Tibetan medicine, we say first illness of a human is the digestion system problem. First medicine is hot water. Therefore, don't forget drink hot water. But I mean, just I'm making joke. But sun is coming also, and thank good news. Well, before what Master saying, I think yes, I give something answer this way. In Buddhism teaching, we call three kind of knowledge. Three kind of knowledge. Knowledge without learning. This is a karmic knowledge. Knowledge without learning. And knowledge without learning is a karmic knowledge. We humans have, animals have, all species have knowledge without learning. This name we call karmic knowledge. One of the most powerful forces ever you have. Knowledge without learning. Knowledge without learning is not automatically positive or not automatically negative also. We all have it. This name we call karma. And then that's all animals have, basic knowledge. Knowledge, basic mind. Yes, we all have it. And then second, we have knowledge with learning. Knowledge with learning basically only have humans. Of course, some other species also possible learn, but not much. We are humans have a second mind or second knowledge, not only knowledge without learning, we have a knowledge with learning. Means after birth, we start learn some things. And that's make we are human. That's make we are so special. First, the knowledge without learning, animals also have. And the knowledge with learning, humans we have. But third knowledge, we call Buddhism knowledge of meditation. Knowledge of meditation is we go beyond the knowledge of animal, beyond the knowledge of knowledge of the learning or without learning. Now you question, they have two different way to meditate. One with meditation. Okay, meditation is the third knowledge. Third knowledge we call knowledge of meditation. And then when we meditate, we give name is knowledge, but it's not really knowledge. When we meditate, we are not learning something. We are not trying to forgetting something. Yeah, we are not trying to changing something. You know, meditation means is the nature state. Or the meditation is the only way to discovering nature awareness or timeless awareness. Moment our awareness is discrimination awareness, awareness of a culture, awareness of a religion, awareness of this and that. Our awareness is not pure. It's influence. Because you want to discovering this nature awareness or timeless awareness or unconditional love, the meditation is a part of past Buddhas, but part of also future Buddhas, also part of present Buddhas. Therefore, they have in Tantric Buddhism what we call Dzogchen or Dzogchen or great completion practice or Mahamudra, Sanskrit called Shakja Chimmo is we call the highest of the vehicle, one of the most highest of a vehicle. And this name we call effortless vehicle. And how we practice this, I say maybe 3 sentences. If you want discovering, is this the what you call nature awareness or effortless state, is yourself, we say, don't look to look. When you looked, become effort. If you want discovering your unconditional nature state, as unconditional nature state or nature, unconditional nature state, is you want to discover through overlooking, you never see. Only you see look without look. Of course, maybe I don't know what really mean look without look. Look without look means don't effort.
Look, you mean looking, so it means looking without looking.
Yes.
Okay.
Because why? Because now we are the world of effort. Now we are world of effort, correct? We don't know how to be happy without effort. We don't know also how to, we also suffering because of effort. Therefore, now we need to use broken language. It's look like, lock without lock. What is that? It's kind of, you need to play.
Yeah.
And that's why we, in the world of effort, is you don't know how to say. Therefore, look without look means not to effort. But also interesting thing, that's what we say. Practice, the look without look is the what to say, our foundation. Practice without practice. And practice without practice means that sometimes I make a joke, when you say people practice without practice, mostly people, they try to practice not to practice,
Yeah, I know that from a student, yeah.
And of course, this is what we call Mahamudra, is the effortless way of practice. Look without look, practice without practice, and not something not the result. The result, nature state, is not something you receive, discover. Whatever receive, only disaster. Only question of the time. You go to lose.
Yeah, thank you. We're looking without looking, or look without look.
Yeah.
No?
Maybe that's correct English, I don't know.
Yeah, I also don't know. I also don't know. No, so not native English speaker.
Yeah.
No? Look without look, or looking without looking. Practicing without practicing. No? Wanting without wanting.
This,
No?
yeah.
Yeah. Wanting without wanting. Basically, what Rinpoche, Tulku Lobsang say is the same what we teach within this week, especially, is Wu Wei, effortless action. So the way, for example, how we do it, it's also, at the end, it comes out the same, to find this. Sometimes I speak about, there is some looking, it's like observing, but it's not you observe or you look. It's more looking or look. Look happens, observation happens, something like that. It's like, it's not you wanting, actively wanting, because this would be emotional. This would come, if it's emotional, it comes from the ego, and it comes from that form. It is more, there is already some wanting. So I call, for example, the flow of the Tao.
Yeah.
Some call, there's an inner voice.
Okay.
There's some people call it now the do universe. But it's this inner voice. This is something. It's something very subtle.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
It is not something very strong and clear in that term, so that we can feel it with our emotions. It is more, looking without looking, a practice without practicing. It feels like something is moving us. It seems like there's like an inner voice. And this, if you're looking for this, or you would like to get more naturally, you would like to or want to, without wanting, practice is the way, or the practice is the key. The practice sitting meditation, Tai Chi practice, any practice that moves you back inside. Because what you are looking for is inside of you. Inside of you. So trying through the practice to less focusing on something outside and more shifting and moving awareness inside. This is when we teach, always talking about that everything is already inside of you. This is when we look at you, or you come to a retreat, or you come to a teaching, or you go to big events. Everyone is looking or searching for something. But what if? What if the thing that you are searching or looking for is already inside of you? And in order to discover or to find this is what is inside, is a journey. We start a journey, we start a practice, we start a path. Doesn't matter which path it is. Has to be a good path, definitely. That moves us more and more to our inner world.
I like say one sentence because
Please.
of the effortless. In the Tantric Buddhism or Dzogchen traditions, we give one example. I think that's interesting because we have an effort vehicle, we have effortless vehicle. Well, in the Dzogchen traditions, this effortless vehicle is, we give example of the yoga of the dog and the yoga of lion. You know, we say yoga of the dog and the yoga of a lion, what we say. Is yoga of a dog means we give example, something look like this. When you throw the stone in the dog, what the dog do? Dog running behind the stone, he never ran behind the thrower. Correct? He go to catch a stone, he never go to catch the thrower. That means rest of life, dog always need running behind the stones. Our life, I mean, you and me, is look like dog. I'm sorry to say this. It's, you know, life throwing one stone and you running behind. Correct? Yeah. And your body throw another stone. He need this, you want, you know, the mind throw a stone, body throwing stone. You running, you know. Of course, that's not a final answer coming, you know. Therefore, we are look like, we are searching something outside, yeah. And this name we call yoga of the dog. Therefore, we are look like dog. Remember, a dog never own herself. You and me never own yourself. You are not owner of yourself. Once you are completely become owner of yourself, of course you are enlightened. We are look like a dog. We are look like dog. Better you know this, you are dog. I mean, not only you, me also. I'm a little big dog.
Yeah, I'm a tall, long-haired dog.
Yeah, not so fast. But when you throw a stone in the lion, what lion do? Lion is running behind the stone? No. Yes, he running behind lion is not running behind what throw. I don't know English. He running behind the thrower. Thrower? Yes. Lion don't look stone. He look at the person who throw a stone, and he go to catch it. The person eat it, hopefully, and then no more longer stone is throwing.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, then means happiness you discover in you, you are look like lion. Means you are free of influence of others. And this name we call Dzogchen or Mahamudra. Yes. Moment as, yeah, sorry to say. Yeah, something.
Yeah,
like,
great.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. Nah? So this is especially in the modern life. It's very common that we constantly running, that we are running after new projects, that we are running after new feelings. We are afraid of losing something. Maybe we want to protect something. Maybe we want success. Maybe we want fame. Maybe we want money. Maybe we want stability, security. It doesn't matter what it is, but we have this wanting, and we are running like a dog after the stone.
Yes.
Because we fear something.
Yes, yes.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Correct.
And we would like now to end, or there is an end of that. It does not mean that you're not doing what you do. It doesn't mean we are not doing what we're doing, but it is, not with that impact of suffering, we can say. So I think Rinpoche, Tulku Lobsang, he's a great example, because nowadays has so many students and very well known. But the way how you build all of this up, you were aware of that naturalness. And before you said something about disaster. I know from myself and from about disaster, how it feels. You were talking about disaster. So it means you heard now something about this, I call it effortless action, Wu Wei, or look without looking, Mahamudra, and so on. But how important is that really? Or other way asked, what happens if I don't take care of this? If I have more wanting and practicing because I want to become strong and look good and become a master, or if I have this wanting to reach somewhere. You talked about disaster. What do you mean by that?
Oh yeah, it's very interesting. What I want to say is maybe because of saying this is what I said before, the yoga of the dog and the yoga of the lion. And to make a simple translation, is the yoga of the dog means, what really I mean is yoga of a dog means how you become dog. If you want to be dog, it's just don't forget it. If you want to be look like a dog, don't forget it, change others. When you don't forget to change others, don't forget to change the world. And I know many people want to change the world, or let's say, it's changing others is a disaster idea. Therefore, I'm always say people, you cannot change others. Of course, you possible help others. Changing others is look like you become a slave of others. Yoga of the lion means changing yourself. One change, all change. You change it, everything changes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want happiness, you don't need many things, just change yourself. If you want health, you don't need many things, change yourself. You want a great life, change yourself. Then whatever you don't want, only one thing, change yourself. Whatever you want, one thing, change yourself. Changing yourself is not maybe knowledge, but wisdom. Changing yourself is not medicine, but is healing. Changing yourself, maybe not money, but is wealth. Don't forget. But changing ourselves is possible, but difficult. Why? Because we don't want it. Changing others, not possible. Not possible. But we want it.
Yeah.
Therefore, I just one sentence to say because of disaster. Understand, therefore, to changing yourself, they have 5 steps. Or maybe not say 5 steps, they have 5 obstacles. I don't talk all 5 obstacles, I only want to talk first obstacle. I'm looking your face, I don't think you need many obstacles. I start to see how your face is going in, okay. Only I talk 1 obstacle. Changing yourself is they have 5 obstacles. The first obstacle laziness. Laziness, 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 laziness. And why I say this also, my weakness also laziness, okay? Laziness make you a dead person without the dying. That's what Buddha say. We have three kind of laziness. Laziness who don't want to do anything, that is laziness of body. And the laziness who want to do tomorrow, this is a laziness of mind. And we are all in the Germany. I tell you my secret. Yeah, I talk the German laziness. You know, the number third is we call the what we call hidden laziness. Hidden laziness, or hidden laziness. Hidden laziness. Listen me, okay? Hidden laziness. Hidden laziness is laziness who always need to other thing. Doing other thing way to not do. Therefore, busy people, very lazy people. Never marry busy people. I'm just joking this. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, okay, I'm finished. Yes, so, yeah.
No, please continue.
Yeah.
It's wonderful to be together and talking together and to listen to each other. It's wonderful, definitely.
Thank you.
I'm normally used to also teach by myself. No?
Yes.
Probably too, or speak to people, or once a while when we're lucky, together with my older Kung Fu brother
Yes.
Hangi. And every time I really enjoy.
Yes.
It's always when people come together, have the same heart but
Yes.
different ways.
Yes.
It's always wonderful.
Thank you.
I guess for the students also wonderful to get different energies, different perspective, different ways of explaining something. One student might understand it more that way or not, and then therefore in the other way. So it's definitely great. You were laziness. Laziness. Germany, laziness, the hidden laziness.
Lazy, I mean, this Buddhist laziness, what we talk it, but I translate it usually, I mean, this we call hidden laziness. Hidden laziness is I used to make a German laziness. Of course not, but, you know, because the Germans, we believe they're not lazy people, correct? They're always doing something. Therefore, I give, of course, not correct, but this kind of make a joke, but this, you know, it's then we call hidden laziness. What really mean hidden laziness? Laziness always who need do something, who always need doing something. I call laziness who always need do other things. Therefore, doing other things way to not to do. This is the one of the most dangerous laziness. This laziness to kill you. Look. You got to lose everything. I'm myself, still I'm discussed with laziness. I'm still number one practitioner.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, it's also the, especially, or people who work a lot, constantly this working. It's also not just the way that we're sometimes doing too much. Yeah? Sometimes we are trying to run away from doing something. Let's say now we should actually take a break from work and take care of our family. Or we should take a break and now we should take care of ourselves. We are almost burning out because of work, because of stress. That's now the time I should now start to work, not being lazy, to work on myself, to give myself time or to work with the family. But we don't do sometimes. We just put it aside and keep on continuing working more and more and more. So what we're actually doing is we run away from something. And then we are blinding ourselves, telling us we are working more, we are doing more. But actually, the truth is we are running away and hiding from something. Also, it's a hidden laziness because there's something that should be done now, be taken care of, family maybe, or myself. No? So working on something does not only mean to do something. Working on something can also be to now meditate, sit, meditate, to go into nature. That's also a form of working on oneself. Especially, this is actually the work, the hard work we call Kung Fu, for the people who are already workers. Your job is now not to find out what you should do more. It is more to find out what you should now reduce on the outside and increase on the inside. So this somehow may be also a form of not running away. And then there's the simple or more simple laziness. I just don't want to work. I don't want to do this. Yeah, very, very interesting. And together, laziness. So Rinpoche talked about laziness, and it's very dangerous, I think, if we talk about this especially in modern, in Germany or in countries where people always working a lot. If we talk about laziness now many might think, yes, I know many people, they are not working. They're very lazy. Not seeing that we ourselves doing too much. And Rinpoche talked about laziness, but did you hear what he was talking about before? He said 5. And this is only 1. Laziness is 1. So I bring it back to everything has a bigger picture. And if we only look at 1, we only pick out 1 that we hear in this 1 video, there's a danger that we think, it's all about laziness. But it's not. Laziness is just 1 piece. And there regards the hindrances, there are 5. And then these 5 again are just a piece of another 10. And these 10 again are another piece of, and so on, and so on, and so on. And if we want to go a healthy way or along the path, a stable or, I wouldn't say secure way, but a good way, we need to have guidance. So we need to have good teachers, or at least we have studied to a certain degree the foundation, so that we cannot confuse ourselves or getting lost. You talked before, we had tea this noontime, and you talked a little bit, giving great examples with the doctor.
Yes.
Could you please do that again for my students?
I hope I go to success. Well, maybe sometimes our teachers, let's say teachers, I told he before, Western teachers or East teachers. I mean, myself is who grow in East, and I'm teaching the East knowledge. And sometimes we have over respect our teachings. We over respect our teachings. Sometimes we are sometimes not enough look like compassion in the student. Means we're not enough adapted to help them. But some Western masters or teachers, they're over compassion their student. They're not enough respect the teachings. Their between is complicated. However, in what I told it is in Tibetan medicine, we say they have 2 doctors who kill patient. Yes. Okay. 2 doctors, only 2 doctors, not 3. Don't worry, okay?
2.
2 doctors who kill. Yes, one me, one maybe somebody. We say the doctor who only doctor who make treatment out of experience without knowledge. Doctor who don't have a knowledge and her treatment based of experience, he go to kill patient. And then another doctor is a doctor who have a knowledge but who don't have experience, and the base of the knowledge in the treatment without experience, this doctor also kill. Therefore, We need knowledge, but we need experience. Remember, without knowledge, experience is become your enemy. Especially meditational practitioners, spiritual practitioners. What is our greatest enemy? Experience. Without knowledge, your experience, I don't know, bring you hell or heaven. Therefore, without knowledge, experience is very, very, very dangerous. Or, with knowledge, without any experience, also dangerous. That's what I told. Therefore, they have two teachers who kill students, and they have two doctors who kill students. Of course, not me, and just the teaching without experience, knowledge is maybe not enough. And who don't have any knowledge and just he or she have little experience, I don't know, some experience or whatever experience, and the base of experience. I know many in the West, you like experience, You like this individual experience. I went to somewhere, I did this, I have a realization, I did under the tree walking, something happened to me, You like it. You like it. I see some of my Western friends, they talk so much experience. I always feel compassion them. But I cannot, I cannot say anything, I just be silent, or I just need to wait. I don't think I need to wait longer than 3 years. Disaster. Maybe they ended in the hospital. Possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So the message is, we don't want you to end up in the hospital. Yeah. That's why we come here. Yeah. That's why we talk about this. Yeah. Because we don't want anyone, because out of compassion, to end up in the hospital. Right? So that means we are teachers. We have experiences above us, also many other teachers. They have great experiences. So we're not just teaching, but we're also learning and seeing the mistakes, the errors, or the dangers, or hindrances as well, that are coming by being in a path or starting a path. So it's not just about, okay, this is nice, the Tomo practice is great, and then a little bit of Tai Chi and a bit of Kung Fu jumping, and now that meditation, put it all together, and then something will come out. It's dangerous. It can be dangerous, it can cause confusion. It can cause us to even mentally get to hospital. So it has to have, the path has to have like some form, it's like a recipe maybe, it's like a manual's guide, it's like something like that. And that's also what definitely Buddhism or the teachings normally give. It gives us, and we follow that under good guidance.
Just one sentence
Yes,
here,
please.
because of this question. I now start remember what I told. You remember? I say, doctor who killed the patient. Anyway, in the Tibetan medicine, always say, doctor help you 99 times, but the one time he kill you. Anyway, don't worry, okay? Therefore, it's 99 times food give you life, but the one time he go to kill you. Food is the only reason we are sick. That's normal, of course. But what I want to say, the doctor would say experience without knowledge. What I really mean, example. I don't know. I just let's say ginger tea, correct? I have belly pain, okay? I have stomach pain. Then accidentally I may drink ginger tea. Then I drink ginger tea. After drink ginger tea, then my belly pain is gone. Yeah, that's my experience. Then another time, after 10 years, another belly pain. Again, I drink ginger tea, pain is gone. Not only one time, 2 times, 3 times. Now what I start to say, hey, whoever, anybody say I have a belly pain, then you start to say, oh, I know best medicine. What is? Ginger tea. But, this kind of a doctor is the who kill patient. You don't have a holistic picture.
Holistic, yeah.
Whole picture.
Whole picture.
But don't worry, I'm not such a kind of doctor, okay?
Yeah,
So,
great. Yeah, wonderful. Holistic picture means to see the whole picture. It is ginger tea,
yes,
but it is ginger tea for you
yes,
today.
yes.
Yeah, tomorrow maybe is not ginger tea. Maybe this is the answer for you. This is the solution for you. But it's maybe not for another person, for your son, for your brother, sister, mother, father, because we are all so different. And then maybe it's even you, but on another day, better don't drink ginger tea because that's too much fire. And you already have fire. On another day, it's another ingredient. So that's very important. And that's what Rinpoche is talking about, that it can kill us. There are so many powerful methods, teachings, practices, from kicks to punches, to meditation forms, to many, 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 many. But if we don't know how to put the ingredients together, which ingredient to take, we're gonna cook at which time. We might gonna cook something that can cause us stomach problems. Yeah. The ingredients might be, yes, great, a little bit of turmeric, a little bit of rice, then a bit of vegetable and this, but all of this put together, not in the right order, not in the right way, can cause problems. And that's what we mean when we talk about having a path, some clarification, something that can guide us. Okay, I hear
Yeah,
someone telling us is enough. Huh?
yeah, exactly.
Maybe a last question from my side. So before you were talking, you were a lay monk before, and before that you started as a young years being in monastery. How is that right now? Are you still monk, lay monk, or how can I call that,
Yeah,
if I may ask?
yes, yes, yes. Of course, is I'm used to monk. Of course, yes, I'm a monk, and then of course I become reincarnation lama. But now I don't know, 20, 25 years, I'm not in the monastery. You know, I'm far off monastery. Therefore, I don't really call myself really monk. You know, and yes, I just too far of monastery, and I don't really call myself as a monk, but I also don't call myself not monk. You know, and we go to see how to come future. Yes,
Okay.
because I'm many 20 years out of monastery. I don't think I have a right to say, hey, I'm a monk, blah blah blah. You know, I'm not dress of monk. I don't take a dress of monk. The dress of monk is look like police.
Police.
Police. Therefore, monks never allowed to change the clothes because clothes is the police, and the clothes always remember who are you. But of course, I'm not taking this clothes because always I have trouble whenever I was going. Many people, when I go with the monk clothes, many people say Dalai Lama, or some people say Shaolin.
Yeah.
Omitofu, you know, everywhere you go is Omitofu. Ah, please don't say again. Or many people say Dalai Lama, you know, and please, you know, then I always need one corner, you know. And then many people think Shaolin, of course, Shaolin is very, many people here or see somewhere, and you go with the monk, red, yellow, and then they say, Omitofu. No, I don't want Omitofu. Now I want to stay in the restaurant, drink coffee, you know. And with the black clothes, nobody see.
Yeah, great. Oh, yeah, very good. I should think about more black. Yeah, great, wonderful. Yeah, that's also something that's very often misunderstood about us, Shaolin Temple Europe. Also very often misunderstood or wrongly seen about Shifu Hang-yi, or the ones who live here, because they see shaved head, see some traditional clothes, some Chinese clothes. They mean, oh, that's a monk. And yeah, we used to be, I can say that, we used to be a monastery, so the Shaolin Temple Europe in the past. But we found out it didn't work, and it doesn't match to the people here. It doesn't match to the time. And it doesn't match to the place, the culture itself. So we changed and decided to be a temple. So a place where people can come to practice, to find themselves, to connect to themselves, and simply a strong, energetical, spiritual place. Something like this. But yes, it's something very often misunderstood. And I guess this can cause also confusion and misunderstandings for the students. But wonderful, we talked about this now.
Thank you, thank you. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We are
And-
finished now, yeah?
Say it again.
It's finished, correct?
Yeah, maybe.
Because I want to give one Khata to you.
Okay,
Traditional,
please.
yes. Well, this Khata, yeah, is in Mongols give a blue color because Mongols, you know, Buddha, he have three manifestations of her wisdom, her compassion, and her power. And the wisdom of Buddha is a symbol of Avalokiteshvara. Compassion, not Avalokiteshvara, yes, Manjushri, sorry, Manjushri. Wisdom appear. Wisdom symbol of Buddha is Manjushri, who have a soul there. And compassion of Buddha is Avalokiteshvara, who have a lotus flower. And the Tibetans, we believe Dalai Lama, the reincarnation of Avalokiteshvara. And Mongols, they use a blue color. Is the power of Buddha or energy of Buddha is Vajrapani, is a blue deity have. We call Riksum Gombo. And therefore is a yellow. You know, yellow is a symbol of Manjushri. And usually in Tibetans, we believe China is the place of Manjushri. Maybe, I don't know, Chinese call this Wuteshan maybe? No. In Beijing, near Beijing, they have some holy place. And therefore, is I give you this Kadak and all this auspicious signs here, the all blessing of Buddhas, all this auspicious signs. And usually, of course, monks have three colors, you know, red and yellow, blue. But the Chinese monks generally, to pass, they don't take yellow, red so much because of this color of a king, emperor color. And therefore, there may be only few monks allowed it. But of course, now we don't have emperor. Whoever take yellow, no problem, you know. That's why they take more blue, you know. And therefore, I want to say thank you very, very much to you and very, very respect and to you and to invite me. And yes, that's it. And thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you too for coming over
Yes.
and being here. I'm very looking forward to continue being together. And it was very inspiring and motivating. Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank
You're
you.
always welcome.
Yes. Okay. Then, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Okay. Okay.
Great. Do you have maybe time for maybe 10-15 minutes, a little bit?
Oh, yeah, I have time. I'm worried your faces, you know.
No.
Because
Rinpoche.
your face is coming pink,
Rinpoche.
pink, you know.
No, they have no choice.
Oh, okay.
They have no choice. No? They have, because they learned now about looking, no looking, wanting, no wanting. They're free. So we would like now, this is for you, for this group, to ask questions. Please feel free to ask questions. Look good, yeah. To ask questions, we can open maybe 2-3 questions. Yes, please.
I want to ask both of you, how can someone choose the right path? Because as you said, we are overloaded with information. Kung Fu, Tai Chi, Qigong, Taekwondo, this and that, Buddhism, Taoism. How can one choose one path? With what, let's say, I don't know if this is the right word, criteria?
Okay. Oh, wow. What is the right path is very difficult to give an answer. I think, first you need, we say three trust. Trust or three trust, hopefully that's correct. First, you need to find the trust yourself. Until you don't find the trust yourself, you never go to find the path. First, you need to find the trust yourself. And then you go to find the trust for path. And then you go to find the trust master. But there's three trusts. Therefore, first you need to find some kind of, let's say, trust yourself. But also in the Buddhist teachings say, when you're searching the path, we say you need to be look like honeybee. Honeybee, 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 bean.
Honey, bee, yeah.
Bee, honeybee.
Bee.
What a honeybee doing, you need the right kind of time, right kind of practice. Right time, right practice. Means when you go to find the path, you need to be look like a honeybee. Means honey is flying every flowers and he take nectar. But then he go to find the best flower herself. But doing the practice, we say you need to be look like a wounded deer. Oh, focus. Don't be doing the practice, you be look like a honeybee is a disaster practice. Yes, you need to be look like a wounded deer. The deer's wounded, they're separate with the group. They don't follow with the team. They're just focus themselves. And maybe my short answer, something look like this. Okay.
Yeah, great. I'm still feel good.
You so much like.
Wow.
I forgot to say this. I bring in the Bodh Gaya, you know.
Okay.
Bodh Gaya, where Buddha enlightened.
Okay.
It's maybe 10 years ago. Or I went there with 100 students. I bring there this yellow one. Yes, yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the question was, to repeat it again, how to find the right path. We are overwhelmed with so many options. It's like you go maybe to a restaurant nowadays and you look at the menu and there are so many dishes, what to eat, what to drink. There's so many different, I don't know, right? Now, there's a saying in Taoism, it says, there's a saying in general, it says, when the student is ready, the master will appear. So on the one hand, there's something about the flow of the Tao. There's some natural flow. There's your karma. And then there is something that you can actively do, that you can choose. You can choose what is on the menu. Now, what will you choose? Will you choose, when it comes to the path, the teaching, the teacher, what you now want to eat? So if you ask me what I want to eat, it's going to be 5 balls of ice cream, yeah, a Coca-Cola, some French fries, and okay, a little bit of salad. This is something I want. If you take a look, this is what I want, and then there's something that my body tells me. Say it like this today. There's something, if I feel into me, my body says, okay, a little bit of rice, a little bit vegetable, small bowl, not too much. I want big, but this is what my body is saying, little bit. I want to drink Coca-Cola and ice cream inside the Coca-Cola. Yeah, but my body says, maybe some green juice today to clean up, or some water. So there's this again, this wanting and this wanting. There's this naturalness, and then there's this craving or the desire of wanting something. So what can I tell you or recommend you? If you go around and you see, for example, you see me doing Tai Chi, And you see, wow, look how he look like, have a long hair, and he's like doing slow movement. I can see his chi, or maybe like, oh, you see his sword form, or he's so strong. What do you want? Yeah? You want to be able to do the same. You maybe see some skills that I have, and you want to have the same skills. So I recommend you to choose whatever you want to choose something that moves you more to your nature. If you see someone who has the skill of being in peace, but still have fire, someone who has found him herself, someone who has a form of clarity as the Buddha nature, something like that. This is the skills or the skills that you should be looking for, the inside, not something outside. If you're lucky, the person, same like Rinpoche, maybe me and Hangi and others, is we have this inside, but also the outside. So you get also the form, the fire practice. But I would be very careful to choose a practice, a path, the food only because it's good, a partner only because so beautiful, the job because so much money. So look for the skills, but be careful what skills you truly want. This might help you. This is one point, and also now my turn, just a little bit.
Please, yeah.
You know, it's beautiful. Yeah, two teachers with the same. If Hang Yi would also be here, we would be three. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Is if you say, yeah, but I don't know. When I see the menu, I just want to. The foundation of yourself, independently, maybe what you want to practice or going looking for is to take care that you reach a level of being okay with yourself. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot, sometimes the bills come, it's like, oh, that's a lot. It's raining, it's cold. It's not, it's raining, it's cold, it's such a bad day. It's something you can call a state of equanimity that you have attained through practice. This is what I mean you're okay. You have reached a level of well-being already. You have the foundation of being peaceful inside. It doesn't mean I'm always peaceful, but I always find back into peace or balance. We are not stuck in certain cycles of suffering. The teaching, the practice can definitely help you. So before you're looking, this is one of my very good friends, he has a school, and talking a lot about healing and awakening. He's to make it simple for the students to understand, separating these parts. Before you want to think about what you can become, starting to awaken, maybe first heal. Focus on healing. So take a look where you are right now in life. Is it more healing, or are you already on a well-being state? And now you can focus more on next level. Healing and awakening, sure, when you are doing healing, it's always awakening and healing. But in general, to be sure and to understand this about oneself. Yes,
So
please.
I just say one sentence, maybe, because of your ask part. It's a very difficult question, therefore we need to talk lots of theory things, but making simple something. Maybe many people Heart Sutra, correct? In the Buddhism, what is the most sinful thing you possible do? Sin, you understand? Sin. Sin, German is what called? Sunda. Yes, sin is a wrong view, correct? We say right view or right path. Is in the Heart Sutra, exactly answer have there. Heart Sutra there say, form is emptiness. Emptiness is a form. Form is not other than emptiness. Emptiness is not other than form means. If you go extreme paths, you are wrong path. what is the right path, middle path. Of course, if you ask how I find the right path, that's what we have a countless wrong paths, but all wrong paths is nihilism or eternalism. Means is two extreme side. Therefore, is the middle path. I say generally right path. That's why I sometimes making joke people because of this joke. Nearly I lose a job, you know. But I tell you, I hope you don't take my job away, you know, because of this my joke, you know, is nearly I lose my job because I start talk middle path. You know, I'm sorry to say something, but look, let's say it's now in the Western is very, very famous eating vegetables, correct? Vegetarian is vegetarian, you know. You know, you talk bad thing, people don't mind it. But you criticize vegetable, you really possible lose job. You know, I start say, I don't like people is terrible. Everybody maybe hate with us or whatever. You say, I thought, you know, vegetable become look like a religion. Yeah? It's very sensitive. You know, that's why I have some few vegetable in my pocket, you know. Because sometimes I put and the people like. Therefore, I'm making joke, you know. I say, sorry, this joke, okay? I don't believe a vegetable is healthy us. Yes. But they have one reason vegetable is healthy us, not because of a vegetable, because of us. Because we don't really like vegetable, and therefore we never eat vegetable more than we need it. That's why vegetable healthy us. Something you don't like is always healthy. I never worry. But then I'm sure many people say, oh, Tulku Lobsang, don't say this. I like vegetable. What you talking? I say, brainwash this. And then I say, how you know? I say, yeah, of course I know. I don't know anybody who have addicted to eat vegetable. Midnight opening free. You know, let's be relaxed. You know?
Yeah,
of course,
great.
you know, it's but you know, we always this kind of absolute part. Absolute vegetable is eating absolute part of health. Vegetable.
Yes.
You know, they now have absolute everything. What to say? Balance.
Yes.
What you talk and the relation. Maybe this is the right part. Sorry.
Yes, great. No? And as you said, Rinpoche is wrong paths. No? Some like, okay, but what is wrong path? We can explain many or trying to different ways. But wrong paths, I would say, they arise. Wrong paths, that you got into the wrong paths. They arise from wrong ideas. Wrong ideas move to wrong path. So the more wrong ideas we have, the more you get into the wrong path, connecting to people who have more wrong ideas. And yeah, but while you're on that wrong path, you're constantly thinking it's the right one. How do you know what is the opposite? Wrong paths arise from wrong ideas. What would be right ideas? Natural is the answer. Natural. Something natural. How to discover natural is what you already do within this week or in general through your practice. Natural. But yeah, later. Last question, please. This is your chance. Anyone else? Yeah? Okay. You're still here later, no problem.
I wanted to ask, I don't know if it's a personal question, because you said the lamas, they get reincarnated, and from the Dalai Lama, I know that they gave him like Spielsachen
Toys.
from his further life to see what he's picking up.
Yeah.
And so, do you have like the same? And do you remember from the further lives, like remembering in this life?
Well, this question me, yeah? Yes, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Also you, yes, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is complicated. Well, yes. Example, Dalai Lama case is, of course, long story. They have, of course, yes, mostly people want to reincarnation lamas come in, and the part you need to know something of your past, Of course, they have many steps, correct. But some lamas or some reincarnation lamas, sometimes maybe they don't remember. Some they remember when they're young, but they come grown up, they forget it. Some remember rest of their life, depend. And some people never remember. Maybe you say you're a reincarnation of this. Maybe they never remember, but maybe they remember moment of death. Before death coming, they start to remember some things. But generally, we expected somehow, we expected they're remembering. But I always saying this, is mostly people, we don't remember our past life, correct? I hope so. Mostly we don't remember, correct? Is now very interesting. You look in my face now, correct? Our mind have a different layers. Now you look my face, and I want you close eyes and to think my face. You close eyes, think my face, correct? And now I want you open eyes, and you don't have a clear picture look like with open eyes, correct? Now you close eyes, you don't have so clear picture my face will not look like with open eyes, correct? Correct? Now I say, when you close eyes, you have clear remembering my face. I think you say no. Yes, I remember, but not so clear look like I'm looking eyes, correct? This is very gross mind. But look this way. Now, today I'm here. Of course, you never see again me. Next list, let's say 1 year. And you never hear me next 1 year. And then one night, you have a dream of 1 year in this talk. This talk exactly. In this dream, you have a clear picture my face. All details of the wrinkles also look more clear than you look in eyes now. Why this happen? Not logic. Now you close eyes, you don't have a clear picture in your mind. And after 1 year, you have in the dream you have so clear picture of my mind. Means we all have power of remembering in the deep down. We all have power of deep down remembering, but this gross mind remembering power is very little, very little. It's very little. And therefore, we all possible remember. And the small answer this way, because of a changing of mind, because, okay, maybe that's enough answer. And therefore, it's enough. Forget it. Yeah, something look like this for, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, no? Great. And maybe also for you, every time you ask a question, I can advise you to ask yourself why you asked the question, why you want to know that. This might help you also to discover a lot about yourself. Very often in the West, we asking questions, we want to know enlightenment, or the universe, the yin and yang, or the karma, the Tao, or the past life. We have this strong fascination. This is another thing that I always meet.
Mm-hmm.
And together with this fascination, there comes like a danger. It will move us into some sort of spiritual fascination. And this is not how it actually should be. The practice, it's like meditate. Oh, you see, meditate. You do inner fire. Fascination is, it should be natural. It's like where it comes from. Meditation, Tai Chi, yoga, Tumo, and so on. For the people there and practicing this, it's normal. Normal means there's no this, wow, this salt, pepper, MSG on top. It's like the air you breathe. It's like the water you drink. And be careful with your fascination. First realize that you have fascination and just be careful with that. It's okay to have fascination. Wow, the master is here. And wow, we are practicing Tai Chi, Tumo, anything. But the fascination should be just there to motivate us, to give us some energy. Afterwards, the fascination should be calmed down. So we come to the authentic or the real practice itself. Without sugar on top, without MSG, without any, just pure. I don't remember what I was eating yesterday, but I know what I'm going to eat now.
Thank you.
Thank you very
again.
much.
Thank you. Okay.